I'm Ty Beauchamp, and we are still here at the 6th Annual Black Enterprise Women of Power Summit in Orlando, Florida. And this is where all of the power moves, power networking, power development, power growth is happening. I am about to speak with Kelly Chapman, Director of Diversity and Recruitment at Microsoft. Since the panel was really based around work, finding happiness in the workplace, that probably is also a very interesting subject matter because when you're in the workplace, you have to strike a balance around faith and spirituality and how you bring that into the workplace. Am I correct?
Absolutely. I mean, some people can attribute their success to sponsors and to mentors and to great strategies and great execution, but I got to say for myself, life has not always been perfect in corporate America, and if I wasn't grounded and I know where my joy comes from, I probably would be crazy right now. And so there were women who were crying and were just talking about their challenges on their job, where they're feeling stuck, and you've got to find a place where you can be joyful and be happy through that, because that period might be 30 more days. That period might be 6 months. But while you're in it, you can't allow it to drive you crazy.
The topic of reinvention came up. What does reinvention mean, and what is your particular take on that topic, or that word even?
Well, you know, for the three ladies on the panel, and I sat with some fantastic women, the term reinvention, we all struggled with it, maybe because it didn't necessarily represent our story. For me, the term reinvention and creating the job you had did not necessarily resonate for me, because when I think about reinvention, it means that something was broken. To me, it's all about in your spot, where you are today, what are you going to do to make that difference? What legacy are you going to leave? What do you want your name to represent? And that might mean that it's not the corner office. That might mean that it's not an office at all. But wherever that is, finding out how to maximize on what you're doing to make the biggest difference and to follow your passion and your purpose.
I think what I'm hearing you say again and again in different ways is that we have the power to our own happiness, and the key lies within us. And so that's absolutely in the theme of what this whole conference is about reclaiming your power, but the power was never lost, because the power is within us to create our own happiness.
Absolutely. I believe that you can do all of the practical things. Yes, you can get a mentor. Yes, you can get a sponsor. Yes, you can put together a strategic plan. You can do all of those things, but if you are not comfortable in yourself and you know your own value, you appreciate who you are and all that you bring to the table, if you can't say that for yourself, if you can't validate who you are, you're not going to be able to move in the direction that you want to go. So you got to get grounded with you first and choose.
How do you define power, and what is your power move?
So for me, power is not about wealth. Power for me is about the ability to make a difference. It's about, for me, being able to give back. It's about being able to donate. It's about being able to volunteer your time. It's about making a name for yourself that is beyond what you have, beyond who you know, but the deposits that you make in other people's lives. That to me is what power is about.
Kelly Chapman, thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you for joining us.